But it's just like a prefab home.
Yeah, you just would have, I couldn't sell,
It's not quite
two
right.
of those, but it needed too much repair. Constantly fixing up.
And it's
And sure as heck,
perpendicular to the lake.
about 3
So
weeks
the
ago.
porch faces the
Oh,
lake.
it's a kitty.
Oh, it's from Sophie.
So now I don't have the tractor, those are the two tractors I can put the loader on.
Sophie,
And
baby.
then the
Is it
smallest
Sophie
tractor,
inside?
it uses
Just
4
Sophie
equals
inside.
oil a day. Oh my God. It don't start right, the 3-point is still working on it. So I'm basically without a tractor.
Oh,
I hear we have a problem.
That's okay, they're returnable. Nice. Very cool.
What's the
I
problem?
really needed some because I kind of bought some. But I haven't, oh, they're still just sitting in my back seat.
That's what I told your mother.
Oh,
she
those are nicer than mine.
I don't know.
Yeah, those are awesome. That's exactly what I wanted. Thanks, Sophie.
What's in the, what's
That's
the?
exactly what I wanted with the,
Yeah.
this
Those
and
are
this.
this.
Yeah.
And they are, you can cut them down.
Like if you need
Probably
to
for your
slice
car, you can
inside.
go right down there, I think.
Yeah,
There's quite a lot
wow,
of data
that's awesome.
Cut off.
Yeah.
Grandma's turn in the next one.
They weren't particularly good deal, but it's cut up a lot.
I don't know that, and it's that if you do gray.
What's in that thing?
It's
It's the label for this, so that I know.
Do you want gray?
Okay.
No, it's
No.
kind of a tanny puppy color inside.
That's what I thought.
Yeah, that's perfect. Perfecto. Thank you very, very much.
Doug and his boss rented a Jag to drive around California with this week.
Oh my god.
Oh, that's cool.
Oh, Grandma.
Who's that from?
Me.
Us.
Barb and I.
Oh, jeez. No one said anything. I'm gonna take the. Give it a shot.
Okay, you got, take this number with you.
You
Okay.
have to try these on now, because we can take it back if they don't. This is another kitty.
That's what you get for hitting.
Right? I'm not talking about cats a lot.
I got my punishments. Get to wipe my hands on you.
Wait a minute, Grandma.
Oh gosh, here we go. Grandpa folding
Another
the
cat?
wrapper.
What's it say? A little bird told me you were another year older. So I ate him.
The element brain.
That's what I would have done.
That'd be a perfect way to do it.
You go ahead.
I got one.
Yeah, I love you very much. Take care. All
I'm in
right,
a hurry.
bye.
So the party was tonight.
What's he play, what time does he play it?
7:15. He's just now packing.
Where's he going?
Going to Palm Desert, California.
And then the party was tonight.
The party was tonight.
That's great.
A great success.
Good.
What party?
She was totally, and Lori's surprise birthday party, because her birthday was today.
Oh, another blue one.
That's
Ooh,
pretty too.
pretty.
That looks just like you.
Who's that from?
Me.
We thought that would go with those cats.
No, I guess not. Must have been
Oh,
something.
sure.
Oh my god, it's another cat card. Where did you get all these? I gotta stop talking about cats.
I love it.
Trying to look more closely
Oh, that's gonna be
at myself. Oh. Look at the little.
Wait till you see my cat card.
What did it say?
What does that say?
They say that birthdays are a time to look more closely at ourselves and look at the cat. He's like,
The cat.
and then the inside it says, "Is that really such a good idea?" The cat is like, duh. over.
He looks like he needs a vibrator on.
Yeah, needs a little back massage.
Thank you for the blue flowered shirt.
Yes, that's recycled.
She's working.
Recyclable.
Oh.
My turn?
Okay, sure.
It won't smell. Maybe it's undie.
Oh, look at
Oh
that.
my gosh.
Game.
Oh my gosh.
Whoa.
That's for under either one of those.
Why'd you speak?
I was so close to not spending the extra $200 on digital.
I know.
But I'm glad I
And if
did.
that's not big
You
enough,
see the difference on the TV?
we'll get
Doing
it
that
in the
and
side.
Is it picking up your voice now?
This is
possibly lights on front. It's so much better. And then when you transfer it to new, this is last year's model. New, they're $6.99. I got an open one for it was demo.
That
I got it
cute.
Is that what?
for 500.
That also looks like you.
So you got it for what?
$450.
very, now it also comes in
But it's
black.
$500 by the time you buy the accessories and
You always wear everything in black.
Where did you buy it? What kind of store?
I
Best Buy.
actually, do you remember when I said
You guys got
next time
them out
you
there?
go to a Weekenders thing? I want one of those jackets in khaki brown.
electronics, music and
I
electronics.
got all of that through Chris.
You might have to trade on.
But his company just got bought out by, I think, somebody like Best Buy.
Really?
It's really a shame.
Oh, you're kidding me.
Oh
Yeah,
yeah.
it's bigger than it did
It's
when
on my wall.
it's kind of.
Tell the grandchildren.
Hold it up.
Is that cute or
We're
not?
gonna go home and do it
That's
on a
one of
white.
my favorite pictures.
I know. We're gonna go home and do that on a white
That's
shirt.
all the kids.
No, this is, I love this color. White washes me out.
David. Where's Doug?
That's Dave.
No, this Doug right
Yeah.
here. Katie and Andy.
That was
Andy
our
and
first
Andy.
hint how beautiful Katie was.
Yeah, it took 4 years, but it finally started to show up.
Goody? Goody? Toss it over here.
Okay, now for the PS.
Yeah, let me see that. I didn't get to.
I've got to get it.
Here.
Oh, this is like a long time ago.
Everybody's
Look at
gonna
those
laugh.
plasticky glasses.
Except Andrea.
I'm not gonna laugh.
Look at you.
I have no sense of
Just-
humor.
I have no sense of humor.
Mom and I spent 2 hours printing and
How old were you there?
I'm sorry.
Control and focus, Emery. I guess that's
I
all
want
you
a
can
piece
do.
of cake.
freshman
twins.
or sophomore, maybe
So that's
not.
but they're about what, 2 years, 3 years, 4, 3 years old?
Probably.
So that's in 1987, about. So you would be about 18.
You nitwit.
Dave and I made
Yeah, you want to have a
God, we spent so long printing and
I always
trying to
remember.
different.
Yeah,
did.
you are, because you're 3 months,
that photo's
No.
on your desk.
just a few weeks
It
younger
is.
than Barrett.
Yeah, you buy a special kind of
Okay.
paper.
Yeah, that's right.
Print it
That's
on
how I
that
always
paper,
remember.
and then you turn the
You're in
paper over
December,
on the
you
shirt
want
and iron it.
the end of
You love
October,
it.
October,
Oh,
kind of
me
like.
too.
Isn't it
So you're
cool?
just, what, about 6 weeks?
Open.
Is anything gonna bite me? Yay! I wanted one so bad.
We looked for one, but that looks like
Did you
better
guys
than what we
see
found.
what?
Folding armchair with footstool. Is that what you wanted?
And
Exactly.
beverage holder too, I suppose.
Is that one of those captains?
Oh, yeah.
Did you bake
Wait.
that?
A footstool, James.
How about
They
a
look like.
Did you bake me a bundt cake?
white
I
shirt?
did.
Where you gonna put it?
Right there.
No, I mean at home.
Right there.
The yellow one come on too,
Okay.
and it'll turn out better.
Now, one of you guys
Come out later, so.
that's got muscle.
That's cute.
Oh, good for you.
All our grandchildren.
Oh, it's there.
Wonderful.
All that time, Mom,
I thought maybe sometime we could
I
get
do
one
want
sweater.
I gotta show you.
Put that under that.
Mike Lloyd was in
Ma-
the
On the
store,
front and the other one on
and
the
he
back.
Maybe this
took
weekend we could try to pose like that.
Okay.
and he pulled that cover off.
I
No,
got it,
thank
I
you.
can do it.
We
He
can
just
do
took it and set it like that and it
Thank you.
popped open.
Hey,
Oh,
Mom.
you're so sweet. Thank you.
Just Kate's
Oh,
idea,
but we
but yeah,
can't do
I'll
that.
take credit
Who
for it.
made the cake?
Oh,
But Andrea lives up there.
Yeah.
We were thinking of getting all the kids together at that table again now and taking that picture again.
Boy, that
When
table
Doug's
looks
home and
small.
Andrea's up there,
Good idea.
we were thinking of doing that. Maybe put that on another shirt.
Put it on, put this on the
Can I
front
wear-
and
how would
the
I
other
wear
one
both
on
at
the back.
once?
We'll put it on the
Front
front.
and
Yeah.
Ooh, that looks like mine.
Thank you.
That's awesome.
Walked up to one of the cashiers and he said, "Hi, I'm gonna apply for a job." And she says, "Well, you don't talk to me." She says, "You gotta talk to someone in the administration," and I don't know where any of them are, but she says, "There's a manager over there, why don't you go talk to him?" Well, thank you very much for your help. And so he went over and talked to the manager and he said, "Hello, sir, I'm here to apply for a job." And the guy says, "You know, I really don't have any openings right now, but if you, Mr. You don't understand, I do that job really, really bad. And if you just give me a chance, well, I just really don't have any openings, but Mr., will you please just let me try something? I'm willing to do almost anything." And the manager looked at his watch and he says, "Okay," he says, "I'm going to lunch, or going to supper." He says, "I'll be gone for an hour, why don't you go over to Sporting Goods and walk around or something, and I'll talk to you when I get back from supper." "Oh, mister, I'll do such a good job, you don't have to be, you want to talk when you get back, and we'll have a nice conversation." So when, an hour later, the manager gets back and he walks up to the guy and he says, "Well, so let's talk." "Well, I had to tell you that I only made one sale while you were gone." He says, "Oh, you did make a sale." He said, "What'd you do?" "Well, I only sold $7,000 worth of fishing equipment." And he says, "Wait a minute, I'm gone an hour to supper and you sell $7,000 worth of fishing equipment and you're not even on staff yet? What the guy want?" "Well, you know, the first thing I thought he had to have was fish hooks. So I sold him the most expensive fish hooks you got." He says, "Yeah, but the most expensive fish hooks I've got are $1.79. You know, you're talking thousands of dollars." "Well, yeah, you know, he had these new fish hooks and I thought, well, if he's going to have some fish hooks, he just says, well, I have a reel, put them on, so it's on the most expensive reel that you got." Says, $69. We're along, well, you know, he's got a new fishing hook and he's got a new reel and you gotta have a rod. So it's on the most expensive fishing rod that you have. Oh, you're taping this, aren't you?
No pressure.
No. And the guy says, "Okay, but wait a minute." He says, "You know, the fishing reel, the fishing rod, the hooks," he says, "you know, well, you know, the pictures that you got up on the wall, that picture that them really, really big fish. Well, he wanted to catch a big fish like that, and he wanted to know how he could do that." I said, "Well, you gotta go across this lake, you gotta go to this lake, and they're all over that lake, so that's all you have to do is just go over there." He says, "Well, I don't have moat." I said, "Well, I didn't tell you moat." So I told him the most expensive moat that you have. And the guy says, "Okay, let's start keeping track here." And he gets out paper and pencil and he starts writing down everything that the guy has sold. And he says, "You're a few $1,000s short." "Well, you know, that lake's way on the other side of the state." And I said, "In order to get the moat there, you have to have one of them trailer things to put the moat on so you can put them across the road." And I said, and once you get into the lake, all the bing, bing, bing fish are out in the middle. So you better motor. So I sold him the most expensive motor. And you know, as long as he was gonna be out in the boat, you gotta have life jackets, and you gotta have a cooler for the beer, and you gotta have a new tackle box and all the little thingies that go in the tackle box, and you gotta have a net so that when you catch a big fish, you can scoop him out of the water. And the guy's sitting there going, I don't believe it. He says, I'm gone an hour, and you sell $6,000 worth of fishing equipment to a guy who comes in here looking for fish hooks. And the hairlip kind of hung his head. He says, he didn't come in to buy fish hooks. The guy says he didn't come in to buy fish hooks. What did he come in to buy? Well, he came in to buy contacts for his wife, and he said, hey, got a week off, and you want to go fishing?
We laugh every time we look at her.
I wonder how many years I've lost off my life just in the time I spent listening to that joke.
Can you tell the one, the golfers? The golfers and the genie? They're going golfing and they smash the...
Well, that's...
There's not a minor in the room.
Yeah, well, it's an old joke. They're both old jokes. The other one too, about the guy stranded on the desert island.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
The guy stranded on a desert island for 10 years. Nobody coming. One day he's standing on the beach and he sees a black speck coming, towards him in the water. As he got closer, he realized it was too small for a boat and whatever. Anyway, here comes this person up out of the water in scuba gear, full scuba gear and everything, walked up on the beach. Took off the mask, and it's a good looking gal, She asked him what he was doing there, and he asked her what she was doing there. He explained it, he'd been there for 10 years, shipwrecked. She said, wow, that's amazing. She says, well, how long has it been since you've had a cigarette? 10 years. That scuba outfit, she unzipped a pocket here on this side of the sleeve, reached in there and pulled out a pack of Marlboros and gave him a cigarette. He said, wow, this is great. Great, I haven't had a cigarette in 10 years. She says, and I bet it's been 10 years since you've had a drink, right? Yeah, I could sure use a drink by now. Zipped open this pocket and pulled out one of the little silver flasks and gave him a drink of bourbon. And she said she starts taking out the rest of her scuba outfit and starts zipping it down the front. And she says, and how long has it been since you played around? He said, don't tell me you've got a set of golf clubs in there.
Played around. Played around.
I like the one. I tried to tell it and I butchered it completely.
The guy took his wife out to, he was going to teach her how to golf. They got on the first tee. She absolutely shanked it right off to the side into this fancy house through the patio doors. So they both went up there with their heads down, knocked on the patio door, and heard a voice, come on in, come on in. There's a guy sitting on the couch, but there's glass from the patio door straight out this far, and then there's a coffee table, and there's urns and vases and everything busted, thrown off the coffee table and busted. And he says, gosh, we're sure sorry about that. He says, oh no, don't worry about it. He says, I want to thank you. Thank us? Yeah, he says, you see that urn there? I'm a genie and I've been trapped in that for 300 years. And since you've released me, I have the power to give you 3 wishes. He says, if you don't mind, I'd like to keep one for myself. Sure, whatever. Genie turns to the man, he says, what would you like to have? For your one wish. I'll take $1 million a year for the rest besides that, you'll have good health and a long life so you can enjoy it.